What's up, YouTube? It's Black Lines. My name is Brandon. I'm back. It is December 1st, 2025. I had to think about that for a second. Time goes by pretty fast, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's already December. It just seems like Donald Trump just got elected, and it's December already. But anyway, let's talk about this economy. This economy sucks. It really does. It just seems like the price of everything is going up, and no one can really explain why. I mean, I'm pretty sure a couple of us can. A couple of us do know why. Well, we have our ideas of why the price of everything is going up. One of those causes is inflation. Inflation is probably one of the biggest causes. Another cause may be some of these greedy CEOs and the people who run these big companies, corporations. Putting the price at where they want to. The Black Rocks, the Walmarts, and things of that nature. The people that the consumer relies on every day, like the price of food, the price of power, all your bills, car insurance, health insurance, all that. It is everything is going up at the same time, and that I think that what sucks, and I think that's what's squeezing the economy the most. If it was just one or two things, wouldn't be a problem at all, in my humble opinion. Let's say everything stayed down, groceries were stable. I remember when a carton of eggs was like 99 cents, things of that nature. If it was just, your power bill went up by $200 a month or something like that, or just, maybe your mortgage went up, and maybe just your taxes went up, and instead of you paying $1,000 for rent or your mortgage, you're paying $1,200 now. You can take that hit. It wouldn't be so bad. But when everything is going up in prices, hey, something's gonna have to give. Some bills not gonna get paid. Some vacation got to get cut off. That new car that you want, you might not be able to get it. And I believe that is affecting the economy, every industry, from the automotive to entertainment to all of it. It's everybody. People aren't able to spend how they used to. And I think that that adjustment of lifestyle for a lot of people and a lot of Americans is just going to be, it's going to be rough. It's going to be hard, especially when people are used to living a certain lifestyle. They're used to going out to eat every Friday. They're used to taking a date every week with their girl. They used to, let me run and get this coffee every day. That routine and the way we live is going to change, and it's going to change for the worse. People are complaining, and rightfully so, because, and it's not even the entertainment, it's not just the luxury. A lot of people, and from the other channels that I watch on YouTube, people are working 60-70 hours a week just to pay the bills, just the basics. I'm not talking about going on vacation. I'm not talking about going to the concert, going to the movies, going out to eat, and nothing like that. They are working 60-70 hours a week just to cover the basics. And it's true, because right now in my life, this is the most money ever made in my life. What the amount, my income right now is the most ever made in my life. And for the most part, I try to live well below my means. It just seems like at the end of the month, I don't have the money that I think I should have. I should have a lot more saved. I should have a lot more. I mean, my family situation hasn't changed. I did recently just purchase a new house, but you got to live somewhere. I mean, whether I purchase a house or not, I'm still gonna have to pay rent somewhere versus paying a mortgage. So that's not really a big change. Yeah, whoop de doo. I got a new, not a brand new house either. This is an older house. It's new to me, but it ain't new to this earth. This house been here since like the 1980s. Yeah, if you know anything about that, that's a long time ago. But anyway, so my lifestyle hasn't changed that much. So what has changed? And I think one of the biggest things we can point to is an inflation. And that's another thing too. Looking at the economy and looking at how we go forward, and looking at the dollar specifically, looking at the US dollar. I think a lot of people are concerned about, if there's economic collapse, how this they're going to look, how this going to happen. And I think besides inflation, the confidence in the US dollar. And if you didn't know right now, well, brief history lesson. You know, back in the was it the 60s, 70s, when the petrodollar was invented, and then all of the world, if they wanted oil, which oil is king, oil is energy, you need to convert your currency into US dollars, and then you can go buy oil off OPEC and the people who selling oil. Well, those days are soon to be over, if they're not over already. Right now, BRICS nations, Russia, Brazil, China, they are starting to trade without using the US dollar. What does that mean? That means more and more countries aren't going to need the dollar to get oil, to purchase energy. What does that mean for you? Now, that might not mean much to you. You'd be like, well, Brandon, why do I care? They don't use the US dollar. How do you think the dollar get its strength? How do you think the dollar is so world renowned? Do you think it's because of people, every country on this planet just love America? Now, I love America, and I know there are plenty of people who live outside of America love America, but that's not the case around the world. And in more and more countries, the more and more people distance themselves from the US dollar, where are those dollars going to go? They're going to come right back home to the United States. And if you know anything about basic economics, because I'm no economic expert, but I know some basics. The more dollars you got in the system, the more dollars you need to spend to get said products. Like if, quick example, if you had 5 people that had $1 a piece and you had 5 apples, simply put, if you wanted to sell those apples, you can charge everybody $1, and everybody be able to afford those, that apple, right? But let's say all those 5 people had $10 and you still only have 5 apples. Well, you could increase the price, and even though you feel richer because you have more money now, but the apple costs $10. You're like, wow. Back in the day, that apple cost $1 because there was only so much money in the system. It was $5 in the system, $1 per person. And you got 5 apples. All right, boom. Now you still got those 5 apples, but everybody got $10. How much is that? That's $50 in the system versus $5. Well, there's only so much supply, and you only have 5 apples. What are you going to charge for those apples to keep those inventories up? Oh, you're going to charge $10. And that is exactly what's going on now. And if all those dollars from overseas, all those dollars that the other countries needed to purchase oil, if they don't need that money anymore, where do you think it's going? Where do you think it's going to go? And yeah, and that's the calamity. If America collapses, in my humble opinion, it's not going to be World War III. It's not going to be any political squabble, because both sides, they win, they lose, they're going to complain the election's rigged and stuff like that. Yada, 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 yada. We heard it before. Racism, yada, yada, yada. Bigotry. We've heard it before. America still stands. That's been an issue. That's an eternal issue that, I'm going to talk about later, but not a big problem. I don't think racism or anything like that is going to collapse America. The economy, on the other hand, as soon as people can't afford food, can't afford diapers for their children, can't afford formula, can't afford to go to work, can't afford to keep a roof over their head, yeah, best believe that's going to be a bigger problem. That's why I try to not get phased out about, because crazy stuff happens. People, whether you're black or white, anything, I don't think racism will be completely eliminated. Is it a big problem, in my opinion? No. The economy is. So I forgot who said it. The economy's stupid. It's the economy. And second thing, if you want to know the indicator of, where the dollar stands, look at the price of gold. Look at the price of silver. I had a commenter on one of my videos. He posted, he told me the price of silver, and I couldn't believe it. It's over $55 for an ounce. Talk about inflation. I remember back in like the early 20 teens, I don't know if it was 2012, 2011, 2013, somewhere around there, I bought those silver coins, right? And I think I may have paid probably less than $20 for them. It wasn't that much. Pure silver. And to hear that it is that the price is over doubled. Over double. I mean, is that not the same silver? Well, I mean, it has the molecular structure of silver chains or something. Is this some new magical silver? No, it's the same silver. But you telling me the price of that has doubled? That should tell you something. That should tell everybody something, because this country has been in existence for how long? 200 some years. And then, you know, the pace of inflation is going like this, the cost of living is going like this, and I was like, whoa, just think 10 years from now. I just envision it, because I know some people are short-sighted. They can't envision the future. They can't look at trends and how things are going. If the cost of living and everything is where it is right now, try to imagine if everything is just in price, it just increase, and it's not steady anymore. It's like this 10 years from now, 5 years from now, hell, 2 years from now. Hell, people complaining, one bedroom studio apartment somewhere is like $1,000. And it wasn't like that 4 years ago. Now go 4 years in ahead. Now, where do you think we'll be at? Something's gonna have to break. Something's got to give. I don't know what that might be or what they might look at. I'm not Nostradamus, but I can look at trends and tell you that it's probably not gonna look good in the future, in my humble opinion. There's gonna be a lot more people going from the middle class to the lower class, and I think that's what these elites want. The people at the top, the club that we're not part of. I think that's what those people want. Honestly, I think that's what they want. They want us poor. They want us relying on them. They want us in control. And how you control some people? Control their wealth, control their food, control where they live. It's all about control. So all this stuff, picking your side, which politician that you like better, which side would you like better, which race is the victim, which race is the oppressor, like how some of the people my skin tone is, the way they don't care. You think those people care about that at the very top? You think they're not just doing it to play a game? Especially the race baiters. They're playing you. They honestly, they're playing you. While they got all the power, all the money at the top, they got you sitting here arguing about something that don't matter, that's not important. When have you... The economy's stupid. The economy. But I'm going to do another part to this video, because it's almost 12 minutes long, to actually get into some of the numbers, get into some numbers and get into some of the details, because I know that I've seen a lot of videos talking about the numbers, but I don't have them sitting right here in front of me like a script. But I think I'm going to write some of them down and go over to illustrate my point a little bit more, because right now I'm just speaking from the heart, speaking from the cuff, without anything in front of me. I'm speaking on, how I feel about the economy, baby. I think I should bring more facts in my next video. So, hey, what say you? You got any facts? Leave them in the comments. I will definitely read them, and I will definitely reply to them. And if you have a comment that's so good, I might make a short out of it. Just like I might make one of the dude who sent me a comment the last time about the silver prices. That's worth a good mention. So yeah, if you like what I said and want me to keep going on about the economy, like the video, subscribe if you want to hear more, leave a comment if you got some facts about the economy, whether you think the economy is good and, America is hunky-dory and everything is okay, or you think like, hey, we in trouble, we need to prepare for the worst. Leave a comment. Tell me why. Other than that, I'm about to get out of here. I got some housework to do. The lovely joys of being a homeowner. I had to repair my sink, so gotta go spend some money. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be back. Peace.